Sit down and talk. That's the message behind a new piece of art at the United Nations in New York. The Peace Bench commemorates the legacy of Nelson Mandela, celebrating peace and multilateral cooperation.
Gathering in the spirit of multilateralism for the unveiling of this Peace Bench, titled The Best Weapon, and developed by the Nobel Peace Center in Oslo, Norway.
Nelson Mandela will forever be remembered as one of the architects of our nation and its peaceful transition to freedom and democracy through dialogue and mediation. This evening, South Africa welcomes the unveiling of the bench, which depicts this great legacy of dialogue as the best weapon for war. May it be a reminder to us all at the United Nations to remain determined to seek peaceful solutions to conflict and political differences through engaging and dialogue, enhancing respect for multilateralism.
The Peace Bench will remain here outside the UN General Assembly and alongside the now famous knotted gun until the end of the Heads of State session of the UN General Assembly in September. And the inverted, arch-like shape of this bench is quite intentional. As the thinking goes, it's almost impossible to sit on the edges of the bench, which force one literally to slide into the middle, essentially to invade the personal space of others, as uncomfortable as that might be. And as the thinking goes, you find each other in the middle. That's where dialogue takes place. That's where you begin to talk.
The structure is inscribed with a quote from Madiba in 2003 when he said, quote, "The best weapon is to sit down and talk."
The bench that we are here to unveil tonight is a symbol of this multilateralism. And as you all can see, it is designed in a shape that brings people together in the center. You are all drawn to sit close, to talk, to listen, and to cooperate. You simply cannot sit on opposite sides. My hope, yes, thank you. My hope is that this bench will be used every day as a symbol of dialogue, as our best weapon for peace.
In the hopes of creating more common ground and greater understanding between those who find themselves on opposite sides of various debates today, both geopolitical or otherwise.
I must admit I've been among those hoping to see President Trump and maybe 4 congresswomen or the Supreme Leader Khamenei on the bench. I've had the dream of seeing Netanyahu and Abbas on the bench. And I've had ideas of having Maduro and Guaido also shaping the future of Venezuela on that bench.
In a world where multilateralism is increasingly under pressure, whether in conflict resolution or progress towards the global development agenda, more talking could just be the answer. Sherwin Bryce-Pease, SABC News.